All right, let's get right into it because some huge news just dropped in the world of AI and big data. And I mean, this is the kind of thing that could totally change how businesses, work. We've got two absolute giants teaming up, and the scale here, it's just mind-boggling. So, just how mind-boggling are we talking? Well, try this on for size. A $200 million multi-year deal. Yeah, that's a massive vote of confidence in the future of AI for businesses. So, let's unpack what's really going on here.
Okay, so who are the big players in this deal? Well, on one side, you've got OpenAI, the masterminds behind some of the most powerful AI models out there. And on the other side, Snowflake, the AI data cloud company. They've just locked in a huge partnership that's all about changing the game for how businesses tap into their own data.
And what's so cool about this, what really makes it click, is how perfectly these two companies fit together. I mean, think about it. Snowflake is like this ultra-secure, super-governed vault where a company keeps all its most precious data. And then OpenAI comes in with the frontier intelligence, basically the powerful AI brains that can understand and analyze all that information. It's literally like bringing the smartest person in the world into your company's private library.
So what's the big picture? What are they trying to do? Well, three key things. First, they're embedding OpenAI's intelligence directly into Snowflake. Second, they're giving customers the power to build their own custom AI agents using their own data. And third, OpenAI's models are becoming a built-in core feature of Snowflake. So you got to understand, this isn't just plugging one thing into another. Nope, this is a deep, fundamental fusion of two powerful technologies.
All right, so that's the what, but what about the how? How does this actually work for a real business on a day-to-day basis? Let's get into the nitty-gritty. You're going to hear this fancy term thrown around, frontier intelligence in the data cloud. So what on earth does that mean? It's actually pretty simple. It means you can use the super advanced brain power of OpenAI's best models on your company's own private data, and here's the kicker, without that data ever leaving the safety of your Snowflake account. For anyone worried about security and governance, this is an absolute game changer. And check out how easy this makes things for, a regular employee. Step 1 is done. Your data is already safe in Snowflake. Then, step 2, someone from marketing or sales just asks a question, just like they'd ask a person. Step 3, boom, OpenAI's models chew through the data instantly. And step 4, you get real, usable insights back. No code, no complex queries. It's basically making everyone a data analyst. Now, for all you developers and tech folks out there, don't worry, this isn't about throwing out your favorite tools. Actually, it's the opposite. AI is becoming a natural part of the languages you already use, like SQL. Think about that. You can now call an OpenAI model right from a SQL query to analyze anything, text, images, you name it. That's just incredibly powerful.
Okay, so we've covered the how it works, but now let's talk about the why it matters. Why should we care about this partnership? Because frankly, it's setting a whole new bar for what AI should look like inside a company.
The CEO of Snowflake, Sridhar Ramaswamy, really hit the nail on the head. He said it lets companies build AI right on top of their single most valuable asset, which is, of course, their data. And they can do it all inside the secure system they already know and trust. It's all about building AI that's not just powerful, but also responsible.
And over at OpenAI, Fidji Simo basically said the same thing. By bringing their best AI models directly to the data, they're closing that huge gap between, all the hype about what AI could do and the actual value businesses can get from it right now, today.
And look, this isn't just some theory or a press release. Big-name companies are already using this. So let's talk about some real-world examples of who's getting ahead with this tech.
So what are these early adopters actually getting out of it? It boils down to three big things. First, they're getting speed, making decisions way faster. Second, they're getting innovation. They can test out new ideas like never before. And third, they're getting security, doing all this cool stuff without compromising their data governance. We're talking about companies like Canva and Whoop, who are already seeing the benefits.
Let's zoom in a little. You've got Canva, right? They're using this to supercharge their visual AI tools, giving their users all sorts of new creative powers. And then there's Whoop, the fitness and performance company. They're using it to make their internal analytics way smarter, helping them make faster, sharper business decisions.
I love this quote from one of the directors at Whoop, Matt Louisi. He said this helps them make AI a practical, everyday tool for the business. And that's the key, right? This isn't science fiction anymore. It's about making daily work better, smarter, and more efficient.
So let's zoom back out. What does a partnership like this really mean for the future? This is way more than just a new feature announcement. It's a massive signpost pointing to where the entire field of enterprise intelligence is going.
If we look at their roadmap, it's pretty clear. Right now, today, they've laid the foundation. What's next? They're going to be co-developing brand new features using OpenAI's latest and greatest tools, like their SDK and something called Agent Kit for building smart assistants. And the long-term vision? Well, the goal is for this kind of seamless, built-in AI to just be standard, the default way every business works.
Look, this is a fundamental shift. We're moving away from AI as a separate thing you use, to it being part of the very fabric of a company's operations. And that leaves us with one really big question to think about. As AI gets woven this deeply into the platforms holding all our most important data, how long is it really until every single business decision we make has an AI assist?